Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all things Meghan Markle. And today we have to talk about Jess Mulroney. Now, whether you're a fan or even if you're not, her story would be compelling. You have to admit, this woman knows it all. Now, she was with Meghan right from the start. She was on the call when Meghan was being proposed to. She certainly helped Meghan climb the social ladder. But then it all came to a very abrupt ending when Meghan just ditched her, allegedly. So we're getting this report in the Daily Mail, and I hope something comes of this. So is Meghan Markle's former best pal about to tell all? Jessica Mulroney has an axe to grind and knows where the bodies are buried, friends warn, amid claims she's penning a memoir. Oh, I would read this. I would read it out loud on this channel if I could somehow get around it. But I would certainly be promoting this book. It would be juicy AF. Oh, Meghan will be hating this. Poor Meredith Maines is going to have to get on the front foot with this one. So let's take a look at this article. She was Meghan Markle's staunchest defender, closest confidant, and keeper of secrets, including when she began secretly dating a British prince. Jessica Mulroney was also the first friend the Duchess of Sussex called from the grounds of Kensington Palace when Harry proposed. Her twin sons, John and Brian, then 7, even had the honour of carrying Meghan's train of her dress down the aisle of St. George's Chapel, Windsor, while her daughter Ivy, then 2, was a bridesmaid at the royal wedding alongside Princess Charlotte. We all know how that went, don't we? With the pantyhose. Meghan's big issue with pantyhose. Is she allergic or something? But 7 years on, Jessica has been cut adrift by her former best friend and was effectively cancelled after giving her views on Black Lives Matter. Over the past week, rumors surfaced in the US that Ms. Mulroney may be planning a tell all book, oh, can't wait, about her former best friend, with an advance of more than $1 million, apparently, being dangled by publishers. Come on, she is worth more than $1 million when you consider that these two were given allegedly, like they probably didn't get exactly this, but 100 million for their garbage story full of lies, 1 million for this, which would be full of truth bombs. It should certainly be more than that. She was upset their friendship ended. Jessica knows where the bodies are buried. Meghan will be worried. And that's why I love this. Meghan knows that Jess knows too much. She would have to know every single thing. And the key piece of information that I would like to know about is how she actually met Prince Harry. Because does he even know? Does he even get it yet? I mean, I still think he doesn't quite understand that he has had the wool pulled over his eyes. I don't think he even knows that Meghan has set this whole thing up, or at least I think he's in complete denial, just like he's in denial that his mum, or he was in denial that his mother had even passed away. He thought she was just in hiding. But it can be revealed that Meghan can rest easy. Now, listen to this because I'm going to explain my position on this. So, this article says Ms. Mulroney herself has insisted she would never spill the beans on their friendship. Absolutely not, she told the Daily Mail when asked if an autobiography was in the works. Now, just listen to that though as well, because she's saying absolutely not when she's asked if it's in the works. Maybe it's not in the works, but maybe she is thinking about doing it. It doesn't exactly say that. Despite the clear denial, a source close to her, who is this person, insists that even if she refuses to speak about it publicly, Jessica does have an axe to grind with the Duchess of Sussex. An online race row where she was accused of having white privilege left her toxic on the Toronto social scene. So she was completely cancelled because of something that happened with the BLM movement. Afterwards, TV work dried up and she even stepped down from the charity she set up to support homeless women across Canada, the US, and the UK, a decision that would have caused her huge grief. Meghan, it is said, cut off contact with her at the same time. Meghan dropped her like a sack of potatoes. Now, keep in mind, Jess did everything for Meghan. She supported her. She helped her get where she was. Meghan completely used her the entire time, but I think Jess thought it was a real friendship. Jessica was once Meghan's closest confidant and keeper of her secrets. She knows everything, the Daily Mail source said. Jessica met Meghan when she was filming Suits and went on to attend her wedding to Prince Harry, having helped keep their dates in Canada and London secret in the summer of 2016. We want to know all about that, Jess. Come on. In her 2022 Netflix documentary, Meghan shared footage of the night Prince Harry proposed in 2017, where she FaceTimed her friend Jess. So she just mentioned Jess in the Netflix documentary as she walked the grounds of Kensington Palace. Before she married Prince Harry, the then actress, if you can call her that, would often gush about Jessica online, with the pair often going on holidays together. So that's just really called love bombing, you could say. The Duchess said that the room stops whenever her friend shows up at an event. Probably Meghan just wanted a bit of that magic to rub off on her. Despite their close relationship, insiders claimed that the Duchess had permanently cut ties with Jess in 2020 after she became embroiled in the BLM feud with influencer Sasha Exeter. It may have been the final straw for the Duchess, as an insider told Page Six that the duo's relationship was already on the rocks because Meghan felt Jessica, listen to this, was trying to make a career out of the friendship. So Meghan got worried, basically, that Jess was going to become too popular. She didn't like it and cut her off. The white privilege row has really given Meghan the excuse she was waiting for to cut Jess off for good, the source said. I don't know what the tipping point was, but Jess has been on the outs for some time. Ever since then, Meghan has kept a distance from her former friend. There was also no mention of her in Harry's book Spare. I mean, who cares anyway? You're lucky if you weren't included in that train wreck of a book. Jessica was also not invited to take part in the With Love Meghan series. Of course she wasn't. And again, dodged a bullet, Jess. You've got the goods. You don't even need to be part of this garbage that she's involved in now. You know everything that happened before, and that is the key to your millions, I'm telling you now. Meghan, who also has been curating a social media presence since January as she launched her As Ever brand, whatever that is, and promoted her Netflix show With Love Meghan, hasn't been seen in public with Jess in 5 years. These two are not friends. We get it, Daily Mail. They do not follow each other on social media either. Now, that's what Daily Mail will have you believe. But to be really honest, there is a link on social media between Jess and Meghan, and I'll show you what that is. And I've said this before because Jess still follows Sussex Royal. Now, maybe she's forgotten about it like we all have, but she still follows this account. What for? I would love to know the story behind this. Jessica has stayed completely silent about Meghan since Megxit, and people in the publishing world are circling. One told the Mirror, Jessica's explosive story is the one publishers want to get their hands on. She could command up to 7 figures depending on what she is prepared to say. Come on, Jess, you can do this. It's a paycheck, and you know that Meghan would do the same for you. She would spill everything for the money. There's huge interest in Jessica's perspective and her time in the royal spotlight when friends with Meghan. People would rush to buy Jessica's book, me included, to know what really happened between them. Hers is the real story royal watchers want to read and are asking for. We are asking for it. Just come on. The breakdown in the relationship appears to be related to Jessica's online spat with the BLM movement and Sasha Exeter. The clash, which occurred in the wake of the death of George Floyd, saw Jess take offense to a generic call to action post that Sasha Exeter had shared about the movement. According to Sasha, she and Jessica then argued about the importance of speaking up. Now, this thing got all kinds of hectic. There was all sorts of posts going up. There were lawsuits or threats of lawsuits behind the scenes, and it all came out. It was messy AF. Jess absolutely didn't do well with this. She got cancelled. She lost everything. She ended up actually going to rehab, which is another reason why this book would be really interesting. We'd love to hear this story. Jess, it's your story. Embrace it. Tell people about it. And I'm sure you can help other people. And along the way, if you'd really like to, I wouldn't mind it. Drop some truth bombs, honey. Let's go. We want to know what happened. Now, she also broke up with her husband after 16 years. So again, there's more to the story. Jess, tell the story. It's there. People are asking for it. So, in addition to Jess telling the Daily Mail that there is absolutely no autobiography in the works at this current time, mind you, she also said something a little similar in 2019. She said this: listen, every person has to have a bit of privacy in their life, she told Harper's Bazaar. There are certain things I hold very dear and secret. There are things I'll never talk about for sure. My life is an open book, but there's always a few secret pages in the back that nobody will be able to read. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we want it even more, Jess, to be honest. Now, even though Jess has said all of that, she's not going to do it, secret pages in the back of her book or whatever, let's not forget that Jess is the queen of cryptic posts. And I'm going to show you some of these because with Jess, you don't need to listen to what she says. You watch her behavior, just as you do with Meghan, which is why we're all here talking about this, because clearly Meghan will tell you whatever she thinks you want to hear, but she does the opposite. It's all the hypocrisy. But Jess puts up posts on Instagram and does things in social media which give away her actual thoughts. Now, keeping in mind, I'll go through some of these, keeping in mind this thing happened. So this fallout with Sasha Exeter, this huge cancellation on the main stage, everyone saw this happened in June 2020. And it appeared that Meghan pretty much dumped her straight away. She didn't come out publicly and support her or defend her in any way. And she absolutely could have, because remember, Meghan is biracial, when she wants to be. And she could have said something. This was a race row. Meghan, where were you? But just a couple of months later, Jess put this cryptic post up on her Instagram. And it says, I'm going to tell this once and for all. Meghan and I are family. Yes, well, Jess, we know how she treats her family. She is the kindest friend and has checked up on me every day. Really? Tabloid culture is atrocious. It creates lies and hurtful storylines. Stop feeding into it. Done. Okay, so she tried to kill the fact that people were saying, hey, has Meghan dumped you? What's going on? You guys are not friends. So she put this out. Funnily enough, though, I didn't buy this. I'll never buy this. They are not friends. Meghan dropped her. It's so obvious. Now, in 2020, in October, Jess then posted this, which I think tells the real story. After a few rough months, because of Meghan dropping you, something to finally celebrate. Thank you for being by my side, Benny. That's her husband. Thank you to our true friends, listen to this, for sticking by us. We could have never made it without you. Silver lining, we finally know the a-holes who we thought were our friends. Yeah, that's at you, Meghan. Best gift we could have ever been given. Pardon my manners. I love that post. That is a great post. It is well worded. Pardon my manners at the end. Love it. So, this, I believe, was about Meghan. Now, this was the following year, the 27th of June. She put this up because those rumors about Meghan dropping her did not go away. And this one says, life changes. You lose love, you lose friends, like Meghan Markle perhaps. You lose pieces of yourself that you never imagined would be gone. And then, without even realizing it, those pieces come back. New love enters. Better friends come along. Listen to that. And a stronger, wiser you is staring back in the mirror. I love these cryptic posts. That is her telling us that better friends come along because Meghan is a shit friend. Not even a friend, just a person hanging around you. Now, this Netflix documentary or docu-series or reality show or comedy show or whatever, full of lies show came out on the 8th of December 2022. Now, Jess wasn't interviewed for this at all. Of course, she was cut off well before this thing came up. But she was mentioned very briefly, and it was in this bit here. And Meghan mentioned that she had called Jess. And that was all it was, that she just mentioned Jess. Now, because Jess is such a queen of the cryptic posts, she put this up just a couple of days later. On the 13th of December, she said, best thing I ever did was learn how to move without the crowd. Listen to that. She knows exactly what's up. She is trolling Meghan. She is watching what's going on. She has been dumped and she is salty AF. Now, she also posted this on the 19th of January, and it was just the still, the Netflix still. It had the logo. You can't see it here, but she didn't put any message with it. It was just the image by itself. So this was at the wedding. I don't know who exactly these people are. Maybe you guys can tell me, but that is clearly Jess at the wedding. So she was watching this and she was acknowledging her part in the story, probably pissed that she hadn't been mentioned at all or even approached, or maybe she just hated the fact that she got dumped so publicly. Now, again, there is another cryptic post. Jess is the queen, I'm telling you, because we got this one on the 21st of September 2023. And it says here, as loving as I am, my detachment game is strong too. Oh, burn, burn. She has detached herself. She's over it. She's done, is what that is saying. So, Jess, if you are listening, and even if you're not, I'm going to say it anyway. Please, I know you say you don't want to do this, there's nothing in the works, but people want this. We need this. And you know what? If you're not sure about doing this, Jess, just remember Meghan Markle herself wants people to tell the truth. Is that not enough for you? Or maybe if that's not enough, how about some cash? Let's give Jess some cash, shall we? She's going to easily get 1 million. That would be minimum. It will be a lot more. Jess, think of what you can do. You could also donate the money Megan would never do that. But that's an idea if you want your conscience to be clear as Harry's, perhaps. But guys, let me know what you think about this. Would you read this book? Is this not the most riveting thing ever? How much will Jess accept before she crumbles? My goodness, I wouldn't need a million if I was one of Megan's ex friends. I would have spilt the beans long ago for a lot less. But guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep these videos coming. Thank you. Bye.